Hello, my beautiful creative peeps, and welcome back to my channel for another video. You may have noticed I went back to my original introduction, and you may have noticed a few tweaks on the channel in terms of photos and the names and things. So I want to address what that is, where I've been, what the channel is moving forward, and we're going to have a good old-fashioned journal with me, and I'm going to tell you how my journaling has changed a little bit this year. I touched upon it a little bit when I was thinking about my 2023 setup, that video that I shared with you, but I never really posted and dived into what I was doing because I'm still just kind of working month by month. So let's get all the fun housekeeping stuff out of the way, and then we will jump into the journaling. So, long story short, I've decided after spending some time mixing, my new content for my new business and everything that is with the journaling and getting amazing feedback from you and just all the things. Anyway, I've decided to restore this YouTube channel to its original purpose. Now, I'm not changing anything I'm doing. I still have my website. I still have all of my offerings. I'm still going to be making the new kind of content that I'm making. I still have my Etsy shop. Like, none of that is changing. The only thing that's changing is I am going to be starting a new YouTube channel and new Instagram to go along with the new content that you've already seen me post. And you may notice if you visit this channel that new content that I was posting is no longer on here. I'm slowly moving it to this new channel. So the reason that I decided to do this was because, well, let's go back to the beginning. I'm going to try to make this quick so you guys can enjoy the journaling piece. But originally I chose to blend my new direction of content with my quote unquote old channel because my name was Creatively Free to Be Me, and I was really attached to that because I'm very passionate, if you've been here for any length of time, you know, about being exactly who you are. And that is still very much the core of my message. That's the core of the things that I share. But in the past, it's been solely focused on creative journaling, which is what this channel is built upon, right? And as I've shifted into more spiritual content, personal development, I'm really into cards, as you noticed, things like that, since I'm a card reader and things. Those things all are still very connected to being creatively who I am. However, as I was observing the comments that you guys were leaving me, which if you left me a comment about how the new content didn't resonate with you, thank you so much for saying it in such eloquent ways. I got so much objectively critical feedback from you, those of you who weren't interested in the new stuff. You've said it in such beautiful ways, and I just want to, if you were one of those people, I just want to thank you so much. But basically, some of the feedback I was getting was, I'm kind of sad that I choose to unsubscribe from you because I don't want to see the new content. I'm really into the journaling. And some of my videos are picking up a lot of popularity lately for some reason. And my channel has been growing in subscribers. But the subscribers that it's growing, which, hello, welcome if you're new. Thank you so much for being here. This video might be a little confusing for you, but hopefully you can follow along and enjoy the journaling nonetheless. I was thinking about those new people who are finding the channel and things, and I have such a wealth of resources of videos for you that I've built up over the years on journaling and creative projects and things. And it would be a shame for people not to utilize those resources because maybe they didn't resonate with the new stuff. So I've decided to change this channel. The name of it is now Creatively Free to Be Me Journals, because that's what it is. It's all about journaling. So I've restored the channel to its former glory. I have moved all of my new style content to my new channel, which I have named Leanne Aligned. I will leave all the links below if you were into the new content and you're vibing with me. And I know a lot of you were, so thank you so much. I invite you to join me over there if you have not already. Same on Instagram. I'm making the same switch. So Leanne Aligned is my new thing over on Instagram. And this channel will remain creative journaling. Now, like I said, all of my current offerings, the new content, all that's staying the same. So with this channel being restored to the Creatively Free to Be Me journaling content, just know that I won't be posting as frequently. This is going to be more of my just for fun hobby style channel. I still have my Etsy shop up. There's still de-stash boxes there. I'm still planning on, when I get around to it, hopefully creating some new journals for you this year, which I'm excited about, but it's not the main focus of my business. But I just wanted to let you guys know, update you on that. Thank you for your beautiful feedback, to rejoice with those of you who are ready to move with me, and to honor those who are just here for the journaling and want to continue to be able to use my channel as a source of inspiration and creative resources, as it has been for the past 6 years or 7 years, however long I've been doing this. All right, so with all that housekeeping stuff out of the way, let's talk about how I'm journaling currently. And if you're lost and you have any questions after my spiel about where to find me, please don't hesitate to reach out, send me an email, leave me a comment, etc., etc. So this year, I have been journaling in my planner, and I'm very hesitant to do a 2023 setup, A, because my choices are always changing, but B, because I am using still this prototype planner that I have been working on, which has evolved into not only a planner, but an accompanying workbook and an entire class. Part of my Manifesting a Magical Life membership is built off of this. So for those of you who keep asking, when are we going to be able to buy this planner? I don't know, because it's a whole thing and I don't want to diminish it by not releasing it in its entire glory. Okay, so journaling. I have been journaling in the planner inserts, which I have now created to work that way for myself. So basically within the insert, I have created multiple spaces for me to journal. You can see me in this video filling in all those spaces, and I recently transitioned to a layout where there's an entire spread dedicated to a week, and then following the 1 week is a blank spread for me to journal on, and then it goes to, you know, the planning for the next week on a whole spread, and then a second spread to journal on. I had tried to journal in the actual like weekly parts of it, and it really just working around stuff. It was super busy. I felt like I didn't have enough room to really stretch out and do what I wanted, and I just needed the extra space. So far this is working out really well for me. I'm excited when I finally do release it to you in this format, because I think it's just so much fun. I can have everything in one place. If I don't actually like want to paste in photos or journal about that particular week, I don't have to, because it's not on that specific week. It's still a blank page. And I have really switched to doing this form of journaling after the fact. So for the most part in this video, I'm actually working on my February insert and getting all those photos in while I've already switched to March. Another thing that I've been doing, which is kind of probably confusing, and another reason I haven't shared my setup yet, is because I'm trying out this new thing where instead of planning month to month, like February altogether, March altogether, what comes after March? April. April altogether, I'm planning with the Zodiac. So I find that I actually do this naturally. I have a natural transition once I get towards the 20th-ish of the month, which is generally when the Zodiac calendar moves into the next sign. And I hadn't really thought about it that way until I started observing, the patterns myself and learning more about astrology. So I'm actually choosing to plan my months with the zodiac months rather than the calendar months. And it's been an interesting brain shift, but it's been a lot of fun, and I'm finding I'm flowing with it a lot better. So I've been doing that. I've also found, since I have started doing this kind of planning and creative journaling together, I have gotten back into the rhythm of having fun doing my journaling. It takes me less time. I'm kind of getting back into paint and pasting. I did find, to be honest, in the past few years that I really burnt out on my creative process, because every time I was creating something, it was technically for work, and I stopped doing it for pleasure. And I really don't want that to be my relationship with that anymore. And I feel like I'm finally getting back in the groove of just really enjoying doing this. So that's kind of the route that I have been taking. I'm still working in my personal journal. That's where I do most of my journaling. I will, do my card spreads and all those things. Again, I'm going to be moving all of that to the new channel. So if you're interested in seeing those things, please do head over there. But I'm sharing what I'm doing because that is what I'm doing. I'm about to transfer into a new personal journal. So I'm making kind of a magical course on that. Again, that'll be all on the announcements on the new channel and things. But yeah, it's been so nice to create just for fun and not for work. And it's been really fun to just dive back into falling in love with creating again, really after such a dry spell. I am a creative person in general, so everything I do is creative. But in terms of like the actual documentation sense, I really just fell out of love with it. And putting this, making new inserts every month, filling it out, mixing in, my dreams, my goals with my to-dos, and then documenting the fun stuff after. It's just such a sweet spot for me right now. And I'm so excited to continue doing that and seeing how it unfolds. I'm kind of getting the itch to make some journals again, which is really awesome. I haven't done that in such a long time. So I'm excited to dive back into that sometime soon. So yeah, that's really what I've been up to. Let's see, in terms of supplies, I have been loving my paint pens. As always, I am pretty much exclusively using magazine clippings with stickers. Like, I haven't used any like die cuts or anything. Sometimes I'll use some papers, but mostly all of my images are magazine cutouts, and I'll use some stickers and some paint markers. If you just gave me that for, the next 6 months, I probably wouldn't be too upset about it. So there's that. And I've also really gotten back into fountain pens, especially after doing my video all about the supplies that I used in my supply empties, or whatever I called it, from 2022. Looking at all the pens and knowing that, those are all like one-time use things really got me thinking about how I can be, a little more sustainable with things. And I was like, well, Leanne, you have fountain pens, so like, why don't you use them? So I actually invested in a couple more fountain pens with some more fun ink colors, which could eventually kind of replace, my markers once those dry out, because I bought it in colors that I use like literally all the time. My kind of signature colors, and I've been trying to use kind of fountain pens exclusively in my planner and things. I still have ballpoint pens and gel pens that I'm working through, but that's a fun experiment that I'm doing for the year. We're just like using as much of the fountain pens with the refillable ink as much as I can to do that. So I'd love to hear what you're using right now. What is your journaling practice looking like? Are you in sort of a dry spell? Let me know down below. Let's catch up. Let's reconnect about the journals. And I'm actually really excited to make this just a creative space again. So I hope that you enjoy. If you're just here for the journals, I hope that this decision makes you super happy. If you are 100% all in for my new content that I had been posting, please do go ahead and join me on my new channel, Leanne Aligned, everything linked below. Again, nothing else is changing. All of my offerings, my website, my membership, my Etsy shop, everything is still the same. The only thing changing is the splitting of the YouTube channels and my Instagrams. So I'm going to stop rambling. I hope that you enjoyed this journal with me. It was so much fun to do this throwback with you. And I can't wait to pop in here every now and then and share my creative projects and what I have going on with you. So have a wonderful March, and I will see you guys again soon. Take care, guys. Bye.